Jamaica new city, Black River, to get new airport. Where in St. Elizabeth should the government put the new international airport? St. Elizabeth, Jamaica. It needs an international airport to serve the parishes of Manchester and St. Elizabeth. It is time for the government to give serious consideration to the infrastructure development in the southwest of Jamaica. The 3 southwestern parishes are a quarter of Jamaica's landmass and 20% of Jamaica's population. It should not be left behind. Black River has over 5 miles of white sand that is whiter than the sand in Negril. What happened to the airport that was started in Black River in the 1970s? Black River has 5 miles of white beach sand that not many people know about because the beach is set back 400 meters from the main road. The land has actually been used as a cow pasture for the past 50 years that I have known the land. The parcel of land is over 1,000 acres and could easily accommodate 20,000 hotel rooms. These are the types of land that the Jamaican government needs to buy up, then cut it up into 50-acre lots of land, before franchising the land to the hoteliers. This parcel of land in Black River could be sold to 20 different foreign direct investors to build 1,000 hotel rooms each. These are the types of projects that the Prime Minister should undertake if he was serious about adding an extra 4 million visitors each year to Jamaica. I was familiar with the owner of the above 1,000 acres beach land in Black River. Before his passing, I used to go to his house due to some business that I was doing with him. He told me on a number of occasions that he could have sold the land to many foreign hoteliers, but when their representatives came to view the land, they said that it was more than 2 hours drive from the Montego Bay Airport. Hence, they could not put a mega-large, all-inclusive hotel there. This is going back 20 years ago when I used to speak to him. The sand at that part of Black River is so crystal clear, it is the only sand in Jamaica that can make glass, I understand. There is a massive glass factory on the beach that takes up about a quarter mile of the 5 miles beach, though most of the work to turn the sand into glass is done in Kingston. They do minimal work on the sand at the silica mine factory in Black River. They load the sand onto large trucks and transport the sand to Kingston, where most of the work is done. Black River is a very important historical city in Jamaica with quite a few firsts for the country, such as the first town to get electric lights in Jamaica. The street that I was raised on is the first street to get electricity in Jamaica. Black River hosted the first motor vehicle in Jamaica, and there are many more historical traits that we have in Black River, with some events attached to slavery and the associated savagery, etc. In the 1970s and 1980s, while I was still in Jamaica, I always heard about an airstrip at a place called Thatchfield, I think. This is where the illegal ganga trade used to take place, with planes flying in from Miami and other cities in the USA, etc. To do their illegal trade in the cannabis industry back then, I remember seeing the body of a young police officer. In the early 1980s, or probably the late 1970s, being brought to the Black River police station on the back of a truck. He was hit by one of the cannabis planes as the plane was taking off. Anyways, there are a few airstrips around St. Elizabeth, some of which are probably unofficial airstrips. Maybe there is one that can be utilized for an airport. Also, under a previous administration, the MP for Southwestern St. Elizabeth from 1972 to 1980 had planned to build an international airport in Black River. It was to be built like the airport in Montego Bay, if my memory serves me right. The airport in Black River had actually started in the 1970s, with almost 2 miles of land being dumped. The 2 miles of land being dumped must have been for the airport runway. I was about 11 years old at the time. Hence, I may not have had all the information correctly, but I can remember clearly the huge operations that went on for months. The airport was to be built on the Crane Road, which is just over the bridge south of Black River Town Center. The dumping started opposite the Black River Safari Beach Club, now demolished. I understand that the beach club was demolished, with the intentions of building a new and better beach club until politics got in the way. Anyways, the dumping started opposite the beach club, then continued up to Crane Corner, where the triangular island is. Almost 2 miles in length, that is the area of land that was dumped on Crane Road for the airport in Black River. It seems like every tipper truck in the parish of St. Elizabeth was involved in the Crane Road airport dumping operation. It lasted for several weeks, probably months, and it was non-stop throughout the day. They had men with red and green flags directing the trucks around Market Street and over the bridge, then to the dump site, due to the number of trucks that were involved, and crossing each other on the road. The amount of marl being dumped on that stretch of land must have been in the thousands of truckloads. I'm not sure why the plans for the Crane Road Airport in Black River were abandoned. However, if the government should choose to put the airport there, as it's already government land, being on the edge of the morass, there is another mile of almost vacant land just past Crane Corner that could be incorporated within the airport. That vacant land could extend the runway to accommodate a 4,000-meter or 2.5 miles runway for the international airport. The land is wider as well up by the Crane Corner, end of the runway. Hence, it would be more appropriate to put the airport buildings towards that end of the runway, should the government decide to revisit the plans to put the airport in Black River. A small part of the land that was dumped is now occupied. Hence, the government would, of course, need to compensate those people. Please let me know what you think about an airport in St. Elizabeth and where you think the airport should be located. The Southwestern taxpayers' money has helped with the infrastructure developments of the other regions in Jamaica. Now, the other regions' tax dollars are needed to help with the infrastructure developments in the southwest of Jamaica. The money that the government used to do the much-needed investments in the other 3 regions of Jamaica is being paid for by all of Jamaica. Hence, all regions of Jamaica should reap the benefits, including the southwest of Jamaica. One can understand that the correct thing to do was to do the infrastructural developments first on the north coast and then on the southeast of the country, as those areas were already popular and could bring in the returns quicker. However, as the infrastructure projects in the other 3 regions of Jamaica start to come to the closing stages in the 2023 to 2024 fiscal year, plans should have been underway for the southwestern quarter of Jamaica to receive its share of investments, starting in the 2024 to 2025 fiscal year. The 3 southwestern parishes are just over a quarter of the size of Jamaica and have almost 20% of the country's population. Certainly the government would not want to leave that much of Jamaica behind the other regions in terms of infrastructure developments. The government had mentioned securing the airstrip near Holland Bamboo and trying to lease or buy the adjacent lands. However, with the size of St. Elizabeth, I'm sure there are other sites available in the parish that can be utilized for an airport should that one in Holland falls through. Thanks for watching this video. To support this channel, please share and subscribe, and leave your comments below. God bless you, God bless our Prime Minister, God bless the Jamaican Parliament, and God bless Jamaica.